Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, July 19th, 2021, and I am Sierra Dyson. We are back with another summer broadcast where we will keep you up to date on summer activities in Stephenville and the surrounding areas, as well as inform you of news from around the globe. Today, I will be talking about Tarleton residential rates decreasing, Texas Democrats who tested positive for COVID, new members of the Olympic basketball team, and more, all coming up next on Texan TV. In campus news, Tarleton State University students will see a decrease in on-campus residential rates for the upcoming academic year. Students can thank the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, who approved the purchase of private student projects and terminated ground leases this past spring. President Hurley said, "This is a huge win for our institution, our students, and their parents. By buying a private student housing and terminating ground leases, Tarleton is able to lower debt service and give historically low interest rates that allow the university to pass those savings along to on-campus residential students." In local news, a woman in Stephenville was killed last Wednesday during a two-vehicle collision that took place early in the afternoon. The Department of Public Safety arrived on the scene around 12:08 p.m. and pronounced Tammy Lynn Combs, age 50, dead at the scene. The two other passengers in Combs' car were 8 and 10 years old and were transported to the local hospital. The driver of the other vehicle was alone in his car and uninjured in the crash. Combs worked at a foster home for children and was a beloved member of the community. And now, today's Texas, national, and international news from the Associated Press. 3 Democratic lawmakers have contracted COVID-19 this past week. One of the lawmakers tested positive last Friday, while the other 2 tested positive on Sunday. The lawmakers were traveling to Washington to stop Republicans from passing a bill to place new restrictions on voting in Texas. While 2 of the lawmakers in the White House met with Vice President Kamala Harris, it was believed no one was at risk of contracting the virus because the lawmakers were vaccinated. Officials were unsure how they would have contracted the virus amid the situation. Republican Chairman Chris Turner said, "This is a sober reminder that COVID is still with us, and though vaccinations offer tremendous protection, we still must take necessary precautions." In national news, Paul Allard Hopkins, a Florida man, is scheduled to become the first January 6 rioter on Capitol Hill to be sentenced for a felony. The hearing will help set the benchmark for similar cases, and prosecutors want Hodgkins to serve 18 months. Those same prosecutors say that he, like each rioter, contributed to the collective threat to democracy by forcing lawmakers to temporarily forgo their certification of Joe Biden's election victory. The sentencing will happen later today. In international news, due to extreme amounts of rainfall in Western Europe, more than 180 people have died. The rain started last week, and the extreme flooding affected parts of Germany, Belgium, and the Netherlands. Wednesday and Thursday of last week is when flooding began to worsen, and now victims of this event are beginning to assess the damages. Scientists believe that the reason for the heavy rainfall is climate change. Officials in Europe have been pushing to start reducing the effects of climate change, which have been causing severe weather in parts of Europe. Authorities fear that the death toll will only rise as authorities begin searching through the debris. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. Police in Tucson, Arizona say at least 5 people were shot and 1 killed in a series of attacks Sunday. 2 ambulance workers were wounded. At least 2 children were reported missing. Police say an officer shot and critically wounded the suspect. A Florida man is scheduled to be the first person sentenced for a felony in the January 6th Capitol riot. Paul Allard Hodgkins pleaded guilty to obstructing an official proceeding. Photos show him wearing a Trump 2020 shirt on the Senate floor. More dangerous weather is expected to fuel wildfires in California and southern Oregon Monday. New evacuations were ordered over the weekend after a fire south of Lake Tahoe jumped a highway. German Chancellor Angela Merkel visited flood-devastated western Germany Sunday. At least 180 people are known dead after torrential floods in Germany and Belgium. Ed Donahue, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports, JaVale McGee and Keldon Johnson have just been added to the 2021 Tokyo Olympic men's basketball team after the team had to withdraw 2 of its original members. Johnson and McGee are joining the team just 1 week before the Olympics are set to begin. Bradley Beal and Kevin Love were originally supposed to play instead of McGee and Johnson, but were forced to withdraw for separate reasons. Love's withdrawal is due to a right calf injury he suffered during the previous NBA season, and Beal was ruled out due to the COVID-19 protocols that are in place. And now for the weather, we turn to Cody Benoit.
Hey there, Texans. Today's high is going to be 89 degrees with the low of 69 degrees. There will also be a 15% chance of rain today. Temperatures and rain will be similar for the rest of the week. Now, let's head back to the desk.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee, channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland, cable channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by the Texan TV summer staff. Be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions about today's stories in the comments below. Have a wonderful day, Texans.